All right, well, welcome back. Well, if you've already watched my multiplication video, this one will not be very different. Really just want to give you an example of the different strategies we're using for division this time. Same things apply. Yes, division, I still expect math facts to be memorized. These are not necessarily the most efficient ways as far as actually solving. It's a lot easier just to memorize the numbers, but we want students to have a conceptual knowledge of what they're doing so as they get into harder operations and algebraic processes. They really understand what is happening and how to kind of go through these steps. So I'm going to walk you through the 4 different strategies just like I did before, but we'll start off with equal groups. And so equal groups, again, in this case, the second number is now becoming your number of groups, and your first number is now kind of like your total. And so I kind of call this one more like the deal out method. Kind of like if you're playing cards, you don't just like give 26 to the first person and 26 to the second. You do one at a time until you run out of cards. And so we're going to deal to the 2 people playing until we get to 14 cards. And so if we just put 1 dot in each until we run out of cards, we would see how many are in each circle, and that would give us our quotient. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. And as we count them all up, we would see that there are 7 in each. And so 14 divided by 2 is 7. Again, it's the same concept of putting dots in a circle, counting them up. This one, we just have the total compared to how we did with multiplication. We're just seeing how many are in each circle. Very important that they are putting one at a time, so that way they're realizing, oh, well, do they all have the same? Can it be divided? And making sure for that. So this one, same thing as far as an array goes. So you could, with division, you don't have the other factor yet, and so you could either look at there are 4 rows or there are rows of 4. It doesn't really change anything, especially in this problem. So I'm just going to do rows of 4, and so 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and that gets me to my 16. And so you would see that there are 4 on this side and 4 on that side. Our answer was actually just 4. That's it. And going on to repeated subtraction. So this one's very similar to our repeated addition, but now we're just working down to the 0. So I like to count how many times I subtract. And so in this case, if we start at 20 and we subtract 4, well, we'd have 16 minus 4 is 12, minus 4 is 8, 8 minus 4 is 4, and you just keep subtracting all the way until you get to the 0. And this is where I like to go back and figure out, well, how many times did I subtract, and that would be my answer. So I subtracted 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 times. My answer is 5. 20 divided by 4 equals 5. That is it. And again, as far as I didn't put a number line on here, but if you're looking at a number line, it's just like how we did with multiplication, but instead of jumping forward, you would just be jumping backwards. So in this problem would look something like 12 divided by 3. And so you would start at 12 and jump by 3 all the way back to 0 and see how many times did I jump. It was 4 different times. That's it. All right, well, again, these strategies are all going to get you the same answer. A lot of it is going to come down to, especially when it comes to tests, what are the word problems asking? Some are more efficient than others as far as, if they're talking about rows of things and you're sitting there drawing equal groups, that might not help you picture the word problem as well. But if you're using repeated subtraction to solve division, even though they ask for an array, you're still going to get the same product, or sorry, the same quotient. But again, these are just the strategies. Still memorize those math facts. Can't say that enough. Thanks for watching.